Howdy folks, Rebecca Jolly here from Jolly Alchemy, and today I am starting a series of daily transit reports. So today's transit report is going to be a little bit longer than usual because I'm covering larger things that I won't need to do every day because they're going to stay the same for a large period of time and I'll just update them as they shift. So to start off, we are now in the cross of service in the second quarter. That's roughly working with the seasons. So the cross of service is about service that is done in stillness because part of the cross is mountain stillness. But it's about almost like intellectual service, like service at the DMV service, like passive service that is done through thinking about what can be changed and what can be made better. The relevant gates for that are our sun gate is 52, and today we have 52 line 4. So line 4 is about restless energy and doubt that don't really have a place to sit. And then the earth is in 58, joyous vitality, line 4. That's what I have in my chart personally. And it's about focusing on stimulating vital energy. You see, today I have my vital energy scarf on. So these two gates consist of our daily mission, you could call it, or our daily focus, or what we're supposed to be feeling, experiencing, like the energy of the day is one way to say that. Okay, and this I'm also not going to do every time because it does not change that much, and that is the nodes. So the nodes that we're in right now are 22.5 and 47.5. So 22 is the gate of moods. Line 5 is about directness. So directness that disregards behavioral codes or potentially could disregard behavioral codes. So that's talking about being very direct. And then 47 is really about trying to make sense out of confusion. Line 5 is devotion. So we're talking about devotion to finding meaning. So what this means for us in the nodes is the nodes are talking about how we should be looking at things. Like they say the costume, but I don't really like that description because it doesn't make it clear to me exactly what's going on. What I'm thinking of is like how you're supposed to be doing it, your focus. Ra calls it our trajectory, but it's like through the lens of, so to put it into words, through the lens of looking at directness and trying to find meaning. So directly finding meaning, we are supposed to be examining the subjects of restless energy, doubts that can't be stilled, and focusing on stimulating vital energy. So the next 4 gates that we have in the daily transit are really more about energies that are coming to us from other people. But these gates are the moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. So we're talking about pull, message, values, and immature energy. And those are, for today, we're starting off here at 8 o'clock in the morning at 7-6. 7 is about administration, sharing power. Well, 7 is a leadership gate, so okay, fine. And actually, it's interesting, we have the whole entire channel because 31 right below it is the actual gate of the alpha. So that gives us the whole entire channel of leadership from the G center to the sacral center. So we're having energy of leadership going on around us. And 31, line 1, which we're having today, is influential leadership. That's really foundational leadership because it's line 1. And then 40, line 1, that's what I call the bacon bringing gate, is talking about relaxation, enjoying the fruits of our labors. And then we have 23-5, which is adapting expression so that it can be heard. Now, these energies, the leadership energy and enjoying fruits of labor and adapting our expressions in order to be heard, these are energies that are actually not so much something that we're going to feel ourselves, although we can, but Ra says mostly these energies come to us from other people. So you can see, if you check people's charts, that the people who are coming into your sphere in this day are going to have a tendency to be carrying these gates for you. And it's quite interesting because I am coming to you and I carry the 23, which is being featured today. So there it is. Of course, I'll be coming to you in days that don't carry the 23, but at least the beginning is coming on a day when my chart is actually featuring the people's energy to be coming to you. So if you're listening to this while you are in transit somewhere, you're on your way to your work or whatever, think about that. Those are the energies that are going to be coming to you from people. Now, today I'm going to talk about global energies, but I'm not going to talk about those again until they shift, because they're global energies. They're in the whole world. The whole world is experiencing them now. And so it's more of a thing that's going on in the whole entire world. You'll see these energies like when you're watching the news or you're hearing people talk about what's going on a larger scene. So in those energies, we have, let's see, 52-1. So another case of mountain stillness, but this one is line 1. So it's quieting and stilling the energy because we're thinking first. 25-4, we have 2 activations in the 25th gate. That is the gate of innocence. And 25-4 in Saturn is maintaining true innocence. And in Neptune, we have 25-5, which is the innocent power for healing or being healed. So we have in the world right now a lot of innocent energy, the energy to heal, to be healed, to look at healing, to think of things in an innocent sort of way. We also have 8-6, which is the harmonious timing of creative contributions. So that means creative contributions are coming into the world with good timing. You might even say that these transits are coming into the world with good timing because of that global energy. We also have energy coming from Pluto in 41. This is the gate of longing or desire. It's in line 2 right now, has been for a while and still will be for a while. Cautious, pragmatic philanthropy. So we have in the world now the energy circulating of cautiously being willing to share and give. So in spite of the global situation looking sort of dim for many people and in many ways, there is actually a lot of really nice, soft, relaxing energy. Not so much relaxing, but maybe more healing and recovery energy going on in this bit. And it's following a time when we've had some really sort of upset, emotional energy, difficult energy, relationship energy, when people were having really difficult times with their relationships, a lot of breakups, a lot of changes going on, a lot of people not getting along, a lot of people needing to speak out what's going on for them emotionally, which causes emotional problems in the world, but we're not having so much of that now. So global energies are thinking first, quieting still energy, maintaining true innocence, harmonious timing of creative contributions, innocent power for healing, and cautious, pragmatic philanthropy. So how nice, how lovely. We also have the Chiron going on now of 3.1. So 3 is the mutation gate. There's a lot of change and crux and kind of crisisy going on. Because of that, the whole entire world will be feeling this Chiron energy right now, as well as all the babies that are being born into this energy right now. So the definition of gate 3, line 1 is the inability to know that order will emerge and the temptation after setbacks to seek knowledge elsewhere. So it's about feeling a disruption, feeling not exactly okay because you don't know how things are going to come out. Somebody said to me the other day that the times that we're living in now are not so innocent, they're feeling more apocalyptic. And as far as that goes, this is the place where I would see that apocalyptic energy happening the most on a larger scale, because here's where people are looking for things to happen, but they're not knowing if they can happen, and they're not feeling okay, and changing, horses in midstream, doing all kinds of weird stuff. So that's what's happening in the Chiron. We're all subject to that energy right now. So, in quick and easy terms, that's what's going on over the scale of the whole entire transit. Tomorrow, of course, will be a more abbreviated transit because a lot of these things will be similar to how they are today, and I will explain those differences tomorrow. But for today, that's enough. So it's been lovely. Thank you for listening, and come back tomorrow and see what tomorrow's forecast in the transit is like. Ciao from Jolly Alchemy.